Hi, it's Nathaniel Whiston here and welcome to another episode of Sporting Heroes of West Anglia. Today I'm travelling to the town of Stotfold. It's to the east of Anglia, to the southeast of Langford and to the northwest of Baldock. It's in central Bedfordshire and it's in West Anglia. Today's sporting hero of West Anglia is a cyclist. She's won 16 World Championship medals, 9 of them gold in cycling. She has also won 3 Olympic medals, 2 of them gold, also in cycling. She has set the world record in the women's sprint and also set numerous British cycling records. She was also one of the heroes of the 2012 Olympic Games in London, where she won the gold medal for the women's keirin. Today I am talking about Victoria Pendleton. I'm travelling to Stotfold today, and that is where Victoria Pendleton grew up. I'm going to specifically go to a cycle path that goes between Stotfold and Anglia, and in 2007 I don't know if it was the council or whoever, they renamed that cycle path after Pendleton, so it's called the Pendleton Way. That's where I'm going, the Pendleton Way. I'm gonna walk along there. I should really have cycled it, but there's 2 problems with that. One is that I don't own a bike, and 2 is it would be really hard to film whilst riding a bike, so that's not going to happen. I'm going to walk it instead. Either way, it should be enjoyable. We're going to walk around Stotfold and find out about Victoria Pendleton. To give you some background about Stotfold, it was said many years ago that to live in Stotfold you had to have £100 and a pig, because it was quite a wealthy place. Nowadays, I don't believe. I had to get over then, and that woman didn't appreciate it much. In those days, that was a lot of money. Nowadays, you don't need £100 and a pig to live here, as far as I know. It's a bit like Jersey or the Channel Islands, where you need to have a certain amount of money to live there. I suppose it was like that here in Stotfold, but the benefit of living in Stotfold over the Channel Islands is all the road signs aren't in French, so you don't need to know another language to know what street you're going down. And also, you're not in the middle of the sea, so good for broadband, good for deliveries. Well, it's just good not to live in the middle of the sea, isn't it? Coming into Stotfold now. Don't really want to show any spoilers, but actually the Pendleton Way is right alongside me there. You can't see it on here, it's fine, it's not spoiling anything really. Should be fine. And we're here, we're in Stotfold. Look, this is the start of it here. This leads all the way to Anglia. Look, there should be a sign there. On Google Earth there's a sign there, it says the Pendleton Way. And someone's nicked it. Who would do something like that? As you can see, I'm on Pendleton Way now, and it's very pleasant. It's just in a small ditch next to the road. But it's a lovely place to come and cycle if you're in Stotfold and West Anglia in general. Along this path, young Victoria would be cycling, her dreams of Olympic glory firmly in her head. But she actually had a lot of critics when she was younger. They looked at her and said, "You're too thin, you're too weak, you'll never make it as a professional." She then went on to win loads of medals and basically proved them wrong, showed them up as a bunch of idiots. The problem with them was they weren't giving constructive criticism. They just said, "Oh, you'll never make it as a cyclist." So you've got to say you can't do cycling, but you can do squash, you can do gymnastics, I don't know, anything. But you can't just say, oh, stop doing cycling, you'll never make it. She showed them all wrong and has got a load of medals to her name for it. Now the way is taking us out of Stotfold. There's the sign. And oh, there's a mill. There's a mill here. That'd be good to look at. And it takes us onwards to Anglia and further into Bedfordshire. We're sort of on the Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire border, slightly into Bedfordshire, but we're not far from Hertfordshire, if you're interested. There's Pendleton Way just there, and I want to come off the path for a moment to show you some more of what's around here. And look, here's Eatonbury Wood, because you might want to come here, you might want to cycle along the Pendleton Way, but you might also want to take a walk around and see what else is here. So I'm going to do that for you right now. This is a wood. 2007 was a great year for Victoria Pendleton. Not only did she get the cycle path named after her, but she won 3 medals at the World Championships, and she was also named Sportswoman of the Year by 2 different organisations. A very good year, and from that point on her career really blossomed. She went on to win lots more golds and lots more medals and lots more accolades, right up until the point she retired. So 2007 was a really good year for her. If you want to know all those medals and accolades, then look it up online. I can't remember them all. Cycling gets really complicated. You have team sprints and individual pursuits and keirin and all these other things. I don't know how they figure it out. It would really help if they just simplified it, but yeah, look it up online. With her sprint coach Jan van Eyden, Pendleton had a very fractious relationship. It got so bad that at one point Pendleton felt like she didn't want to win anymore because it was going to give him credit for the work that he'd done. Of course, she didn't do that. She went out and did her best every single time and had loads of medals to show for it. I can understand that though. There's been an occasion where I've done a presentation at work, gone really, really well, and my boss has tried to take some credit for it, like he had anything to do with it, like he actually cared about it, like he wasn't more preoccupied with his precious loft conversion that he always bangs on about, like they're rebuilding St Paul's Cathedral. That can be tough. So for Pendleton in those types of situations to still go out and keep on winning races, she must be good. To the right of the path you can see at this nearby school the Pendleton Sports Centre. Right there. She's got everything named after her around here, isn't she? She didn't actually go to that school. She went to another one. And I can't remember where. I did read it, but it wasn't this one, but it was somewhere around here. I hope that school named something after her, because this one she didn't even go to. You've got the Pendleton Sports Centre. Here's a sign, Pendleton Way, there we go. In case you didn't believe me, there's a sign, Pendleton Way, and I'm on it. Another detour. I've just come off the path there, and I'm going to share some of the Bedfordshire countryside with you. Just before the 2012 Olympic Games, a famous shampoo brand approached Pendleton and asked her to be their ambassador. A cyclist advertising shampoo. They've got their hair covered the whole time with a helmet. It's like getting a boxer to advertise nail varnish. I bet Pendleton couldn't believe her luck when that contract popped in the post. You can make your hair look as scruffy and as dirty as you want because it's always hidden. and we're going to pay you loads of money to say that you use our shampoo. Brilliant, easy money for her. Been walking and talking, and I'm practically in Langford. If I keep going, I'm going to be in Langford. I'm going to be even further away, so I better get back to the Pendleton Way. She's been given the nickname Queen Victoria, but unlike the 19th century monarch who famously didn't appear amused in photographs, Pendleton usually is smiling when there's a camera in front of her. If she wants to keep up that nickname, she's going to have to look slightly more annoyed when someone's taking a picture. After cycling, Pendleton decided to take up horse racing, and in her very first race in Wincanton in March 2016 she won. She then took that same horse, I forget the name of it, onto the Cheltenham Festival, and in a race there she finished 5th. It completely surpassed all the pundits' expectations, and Pendleton herself said that it was the greatest achievement of her life. I tend to think that if I had bet on that horse and it finished 5th, I wouldn't be that happy about it, but there you go. I'm all for athletes taking up more than one sport though. I think that's really good. I never understood why tennis players don't also play badminton, cricketers, they can play baseball, and ice hockey players, they should take up figure skating, do the Torvill and Dean, what they used to do. If you can skate on the ice, then surely you can dance on it as well. One of the things I like about Pendleton is that she's not an ice woman, she's not a robot. She shows her emotions freely, whether she wins or she loses. She's not afraid to cry, not afraid to be who she is. So in the future, when robots eventually take over, and let's assume they'll take over in the sporting world as well, there won't be room for athletes like Victoria Pendleton. So it's good that she's got her career and all those medals won already. Come to think of it, in the future when robots take over, there won't be room for any humans in sport. Let's worry about that another day, yeah? This to me looks like the final part of the Pendleton Way, because I'm now on the approach into Alsey. There's the sign for Alsey, and this must be the end of the Pendleton Way here. So I've walked to Alsey on the Pendleton Way, but my car is back in Stotfold, so now I've got to walk back along the Pendleton Way to get to it. It's like that riddle with the fox and the chicken and the grain, and they need to cross the river on a boat, and only one of them can travel. The chicken can cross with the fox can go with the grain, something like that. Anyway, I've now got to go back to my car in Stotfold. That was the Pendleton Way from Stotfold to Alsey, and we've also enjoyed some Bedfordshire countryside along the way. I hope you've enjoyed finding out about Victoria Pendleton, all those cycling medals and all that success, and also a jockey. Who would have thought that when we started? I'm very proud to have Victoria Pendleton as a sporting hero of West Anglia. That's it for today, but I hope you'll join me next time. I'm Nathaniel Whiston, and this has been Sporting Heroes of West Anglia. Goodbye.